Today I'm going to show you how you can use Llama 4 completely for free. This is a new model from Meta, Mark Zuckerberg's company. And on the benchmarks, it has been shown that it is a very good model. So today I'm going to give you access to chat plus API using a lot of different providers. And also we will be testing this model together. This test is not going to be insane. It's just going to be a simple overview just to check out its usability. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that you can go down below in the links in the description and check the different providers. We've got LM Arena, Grok Cloud, Open Router that gives you access to API, and T3 Chat. So we've got quite a lot of options and loads of selection to use this model for free, as well as other models. But Llama 4 is what we will be covering today. If you want to know about its capabilities and its performance on benchmarks, go watch the previous video that I uploaded like 12-13 hours ago. So first of all, this is LM Arena. This is essentially a platform where you test out models. And we can see that Llama 4 Maverick is one of the best models overall here. Now, a lot of people say that it's not that good. I'm going to select this Arena Battle. You don't know what the models are, or you can use this side by side. So here I'm going to type Llama and we see the Maverick experimental option. And we can compare it with GPT-4o latest. This is a fair comparison because both models are not reasoners. So I'm going to get started and, I'm going to give it this prompt where I ask it to act as a content strategist for blog posts focused on name targeting English speakers, and let's see if they're good enough to, create blog spots. So we're going to tell it to focus on AI agents, and let's check out the results. We can also see the models as they are doing inference, and both models are very, very fast. Let's see the result. I'm super excited. So GPT-4o is already finished, whereas this Llama Maverick model continued and, did a lot more things. So you can use this for free, and you can also tell your opinion on the models, like A better, B better, tie, or whatever. So this is the response for GPT-4o, and okay, catchy title. All right, challenges and impact, describe, explore AI agents. Another content idea is this one. What I really like for Llama is that it says challenge/interest. So let's see. I think these titles from Llama are quite catchy, I gotta say. It looks interesting, it looks good. So let's see also this. I really like how actually GPT breaks down the content. It's a lot more readable, but I think Llama goes a little bit more in depth. And I think the titles are a little better, are a little bit more scientific. Bonus tips. Okay, this is interesting. So I will give this to Llama. I think it's a little better. I really also want to test the image capabilities of these models. So I'm going to clear history. I'm going to paste this image over here. So the models will be able to read this image. And I'm going to ask them, what does this image say? So let's test out the image capabilities of these models. So this is a text-only model, this is a text-only model, so we completely failed with this experiment. Even though these models are not really text-only, but maybe in this benchmark, they're only, they're only text models. So we're going to go to the next provider, which is Grok Playground. So here we got Llama 4 Scout. Let's try something else. Let's try a thinking prompt. So I'm going to ask it to create an SEO-optimized teaching page for transformer models. So let's go with that. Click the button to submit. And I really want to see what the result will be. So it actually generated quite a lot of text over here, and it was nearly instant. This is the power of Grok, which are specific infrastructure for model inference. This was absolutely super fast, nearly real time. So convert this into a website. Okay, so we're going to ask it to make this into a website. So it gives us some kind of code. And for some reason, it's not writing code, which is very strange. So I'm refreshing the page and I'm going to ask it to write an SEO-optimized page, create a website with this page. Okay, so I'm going to ask it again to write as code. So it writes HTML code. And it written it already. This is pretty insane. This is super rapid pace. So website name, website URL. I don't think this is what we want, but let me try it out. So this is completely messed up. This is literally not a website. I don't know what the result is right now. This is one of the most strangest responses I ever seen out of a model. Whoa. Okay, so I'm going to just play it safe. I'm just going to copy this and put it inside the code base here. So I'm really interested to see. Okay, so this is purely HTML, and yeah, I think this doesn't look good. So let me try a different prompt. Let me try and add like the prompt we asked previously to see if it works in this case, because this was absolutely insane. So focus on AI agents. Let's see, maybe this is a mistake from Grok team? I don't know, I think this is really strange. This is really strange. It creates some kind of markdown as a creative content strategist, and it gives us these responses which look good, but not as good as the previous, the chatbot arena. This looks quite bad. So let's move into using Maverick and Llama for Scout. Scout is a smaller model, which we can use for free right now on OpenRouter. So let's chat with these two models. I'm going to ask it to do exactly the same thing with the AI agents. Again, this is a very fast integration that they have done, so I don't want to be very harsh on these guys. But yeah, here we can see the results. Okay, so this looks a little bit more like the responses that I would expect from the chats. This looks okay for both models. I'm going to go ahead right now and try these thinking prompts with the SEO optimized teaching page. So I'm going to create a new room. I'm going to write this, and I'm going to do pretty much the same thing for the other model, which is the Scout. So we're going to compare the small model with the bigger one. And this is introduction. Okay, so it's writing a lot of things. And this is an example code. I wanted to create a website, an SEO optimized teaching page for a website. Okay, so maybe we have to change the prompt. Create an SEO optimized web page. Oh my god, this seems very bad. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I really feel this is very bad. Maybe I have to change the prompt. Okay, so this is div. What is even this thing? Oh my god, this seems very bad. Okay, so if I want to copy this message and I want to paste it like into an HTML file, is it going to output like some kind of HTML? Is this something that is previewable? What is this? Oh my god. Okay, so this doesn't look good at all. It has a lot of information, don't get me wrong, but this is not what I was asking for them to do. Whoa, this is super strange. This is very, very strange. It's like it can write a website. Okay, so let's go to T3 Chat, which is another provider, and they've got this Llama for Scout model that you can use right now. So I'm going to ask it to create a website. How hard is this? Every model was able to do that. This is pretty insane. Oh my god, it starts again. Introduction, blah blah blah. It does not create a website. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I really don't get it. What is going on? Okay, I don't know. Maybe draft up a portfolio manager making around. Could you draft up a portfolio management? No, I don't want a proposal. I want it to write code. Why is it so hard to write code? Okay, it gives you a lot of answers, but no, this is not it. This is not it at all. I'm quite perplexed, in all honesty. What is happening? Okay, let me try. Let me try to add like another free model, like DeepSeek V3 base or something like that, to just compare the answer, because I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, so it starts by writing some kind... What is going on? This is the strangest thing I ever seen in my entire life. What is even going on? Okay, so no content received. Okay, let's create a new room with just DeepSeek. Okay, it starts writing Chinese. What is even going on with these models? What is that? This is absolutely fucking insane. Okay, you know what? Let's go through a different route. So let's go and take Maverick, for example, and I'm going to use the API. So I want to create an API key. I already done. If you want to check it out, you can create an API key. I'm now going to go into this client application, settings, set OpenRouter API key. This is on Visual Studio Code. Let's go with Llama, and it should probably have over here the Maverick free. So that's what we are going to do. I'm going to use this model, and we've got this chat. Okay, we've got this chat, and we're going to try and replicate it. Okay, hopefully this time it will work. Hopefully, client is going to make it able to create a web page. But it's pretty insane what has been happening with this model up to now. To create an SEO optimized web page, okay, so it's writing HTML right now. I don't know, maybe this was a problem from the providers, but it was pretty insane what was happening. It's very, very fast. I gotta say, it's very, very fast. It generates the page very, very fast. But it was so perplexing that it could not give me HTML code in the previous chats. I don't get it at all. This is super strange. So we're going to go ahead and, check the results. I'm just going to, let it do its thing. So I'm going to hit save. So we save this file. It's going to write some CSS. Okay. We let it do it. I really like Line. I didn't expect it, but it's a very nice infrastructure to help you write code. So confirm both files were successfully created. Wants to view the top level files. Okay, approve. So both files are in this open CSS thing. And you want to run this command to essentially open up the web page. So it's going to do just that. Okay, so it's not available, it says. All right, so let me check it manually. But really, no, this is not a good looking web page. This looks so bad, so bad. Let me try a different thing. Let me open up a new chat, close everything. And we're going to try a different model. We're going to try Scout Free. I don't know, maybe they have, because they offer these models for free, maybe they have done some kind of throttle thing. I don't know. I'm going to go first and try planning. So I'm going to try and plan the first request. And this is how you use the API with this model, but this looks bad. In all honesty, right now it looks so bad. So I'm going to hit the approve button. It's going to try and run. It's going to see like this HTML file. I really don't want to see the HTML file. So without reading my files, I don't know if it's even possible to do that. But okay. Let's just try to create this SEO optimized page. But I'm really disappointed in what I'm seeing up to now from this model. Like both models, super strange. And we can see here that the new model is really even worse in terms of what it's generating. Supposedly this model has huge context length, and right now it is using very small amount of context. It's like it was trying to put the minimum amount of tokens out. This is really strange. This is probably throttled by the provider. So maybe we are not fair to the model, in all honesty. But this is how you use it. And right now it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. But let's see what we end up with. I don't know. This is very strange behavior, in all honesty. So it's going to update the HTML to include more content. Let's see. Maybe it looks better. I don't know. Okay, so let's hit save. We can see also the input and the output. Context window is only like 500,000 right now. Okay, so task completed, successfully created. Let's check the final result. It's even worse. Oh my god, this looks so bad. What is going on, guys? I really want to ask you your experience with this. I'm going to ask it over here as well on T3 chat. But let me know your experience on this model. Does this happen to you? Does this happen for you? Do you have similar projects just like me? Problems, sorry. This looks super strange behavior. Let me open new chat. I'm going to create an SPX 500 calculator. But this is such a strange behavior. This is so strange. This is so unexpected. I really expected something better out of this model, especially with all of these people on the benchmark saying it's so good, so nice. And already I see the HTML here. It's going to be super disappointing. It's going to be so bad. I'm quite sure about that. This is so unexpected. This is literally like we're back in 2022. This is, wow, this surely is going to disappoint us. Okay, it adds some JS. It doesn't even add JS correctly. Oh my god, this looks super bad. This looks super bad. What is this? What is this path? What is this thing? Oh my god, this is literally unusable. What is going on? Let me delete these things. I'm just going to change the code just to save it from not running at all. So this is the XPX 500 calculator. Oh my god. Okay, stop loss. What is going on? Okay, so this is how you use Llama 4 for free. I would not suggest using it right now. It seems pretty unusable. But thank you so much for watching another video on the channel. Hopefully you saved some time out of your life, at least for the moment. But yeah, this is pretty disappointing. Thank you so much for watching.